Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about holiday releases that I want but won't be purchasing, or things that caught my eye and some things that caught my eye for all the wrong reasons. Look, I have quite a bit here, so I might break this up into two videos because I don't want the filming process to take an hour and then the editing process to take 3 hours. We'll see how we go. I'll make a judgment call when I get about halfway through the things that I want to talk about. So I'm going to start with Bare Minerals. I don't think I saw a holiday palette from Bare Minerals last year. If I did, it was so unmemorable that I don't recall it. Or it potentially just didn't come to Mecca, or I don't know. But there is one this year that caught my eye, and honestly, I would have probably purchased this. It's the Mineralist Cozy Chalet Eyeshadow Palette. It's got that sort of corally purple nudie vibe that seems to be going around at the moment. I really like it. These are the sort of colours I would totally wear. Historically, you guys probably know, I would buy all of the Bare Minerals holiday palettes. But I'm trying to not buy palettes. I have bought a couple this year. I bought 2 this holiday season. But that's like more than enough as far as I'm concerned. So I like this. I'm a bit worried about like seeing it in person, because if I saw it in person I might want to purchase it. I just think the colors are really nice. They're very wearable. It's kind of difficult to tell the difference between the like formulas. It looks like they've got, you know, mattes and shimmers. Oh no, I've done a thing that is not helping me. There we go. So I don't know if there's a really good balance of mattes and shimmers in the palette, which is kind of important to me these days, but I like the color story. Oh, something I would have bought if I'd finished what I have of this product in like 2022, or I was really low, I would have bought this in a heartbeat. It's from Bobbi Brown. It's a vitamin enriched face base duo. These are both full size vitamin enriched face bases, and it retail for $105, and that's a good deal, I think. Maybe I should check that. Maybe it's a horrible deal. Yeah, so it looks like these retail for $89 each on Mecca at the moment, so this is a good deal. I believe it is currently sold out last time I checked. Not because I was going to buy it, just because I was seeing, you know, what's available and what's new, and have Mecca, and I got a hair on my face, dog hair, have Mecca, you know, have they got any new that I haven't seen yet? But yeah, I believe this was sold out. So soz if you wanted it. But they are the large 50 ml jars, which is great. Okay, we're going to talk about some Charlotte Tilbury stuff. So I was mostly ignoring the Charlotte Tilbury holiday packs that were on Mecca this year, because Charlotte Tilbury, like, it's one of those brands that sucks me in. I really like everything, or almost everything I've tried from Charlotte Tilbury I really like. I only had issues with one face powder that seemed to oxidize on me, so, you know, it worked out a bit too dark. But I liked the formula, and I've always thought, you know, one day when I'm ready to buy powders, I might buy another one, but I'll get it in a lighter shade. But I was doing, you know, I was talking about the new releases with Kat, and she pointed this out. It's the Dreamy Superstars Glow Kit. So these are 2.5 ml tubes of the Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight and the Beauty Light Wand in Pinkgasm. Now, if I didn't already own the full size of the Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight, and it wasn't a pink shade, but it was their like peach gasm shade, I would have bought this in a heartbeat. In fact, if it had the peach gasm shade in there in a mini, I probably would have bought it in an absolute heartbeat, because yes, please. I really want to try one, but I don't need more blushes. and I don't need a duplicate of a highlighter that I have in a full size that I've not used enough. Now there's a freaking hair stuck on my lash. Like, my God, guys, get a dog. It's shedding season. Undercoats are great. So I love the idea of this. It didn't quite hit the mark for me, unfortunately. I'm crying. It's very sad. I'm not crying. It's fine. More Charlotte Tilbury. There is so many Charlotte Tilbury packs available this year. I saw the Pillow Talk Beautifying Lip Kit. Now, this one was hard for me to resist because I really like Charlotte Tilbury lip products, and this was a nice little pack. So this contains a travel size collagen lip bath, a travel size lip cheat, a travel size matte revolution, and a full size hyaluronic happy kiss, all in Pillow Talk. Now, when I saw that it contained a matte lip product, I was like, easy pass, but also solid easy pass because of the sheer amount of lip products that I have. And right now I'm going through the process of like testing them all out for my Testing All My Makeup series. And it's enlightening. It's enlightening to go through all of your products one by one and try to test everything out. It's overwhelming, and it is enough to put me off buying lip products for quite some time. However, again, I love the mini aspect of it. Give me mini lip products. Like, just give them to me. I know that they're not great because when you're talking about lipsticks and stuff, they can be not very sturdy when you apply it. If you put too much pressure on the lipstick, it can like snap at the base. But there's different types of packaging that these sort of mini lipsticks can go in. One that comes to mind is, what was the brand? Here we go. Bare Minerals. They sometimes do mini lip packs, and they would have their softer formula lipsticks, so they're hydrating, glossier formulas in sticks that were fully supported. So the bullet that it sort of, or the tube that the bullet came out of, literally touched the sides of the lipstick. So when you wound it up and you were applying it, the whole bullet of the lipstick was fully supported by the structure of the packaging. So I definitely think there's ways around it. I think brands just don't do it because reasons. There was also, and these are on Mecca, and I've seen them pretty much on every retailer that stocks Charlotte Tilbury this year, these kits. So these are basically like kind of full face color kits, we'll call them, because they don't seem to contain any base products, but they all seem to contain like a blush, an eyeshadow quad, a lip product, a lip liner, an eye pencil, a mascara, and I think it's like a lipstick and a lip gloss. I can double check this actually. What is it? Pillow Talk Lip Luster. Yeah, so that'll be a gloss. But there are so many. There are so many in all different color variations. And look, I don't know if they're a good deal. They're $327 at Mecca. I think you can potentially find them a little bit cheaper. And also, I did notice on the Charlotte Tilbury website this year that they're doing these like build your own pack type things. So you can do one for the complexion where you can get, you know, foundations and powders and concealers. You can do one that's like color based, where you can, you know, pick out colored face products. And essentially what happens is you choose your items and then they take 15% off the retail price. So maybe these are also working out that way. I don't know. I didn't do the maths. I would do the maths on something like this if I was considering purchasing one, because I'd be looking for a good deal. Otherwise, like, if it's not a good deal, you can buy it fucking anytime you want. Like, who cares? Also, these do contain a makeup bag, I believe. So, you know, if that's valuable to you, then that's great. But they have so many. They have so many of them. So many. All the colors. Some of them do contain beauty light wands, which is also cool. But yeah, there's just it's never ending. Farmacy Beauty. People were sending me pictures of this ages ago on Instagram, and they're like, it's coming, and I was like, I'm so excited. Now, usually I would buy my Farmacy Beauty goodies on Beauty Bay. No, that's wrong. Beautylish, thank you. But they no longer stock Farmacy, and it looks like there's a few retailers that no longer stock Farmacy, and it's becoming increasingly more difficult to source. I have a theory that Mecca might be trying to source Farmacy. You used to actually be able to buy it in Sephora, but now they don't stock it either. So that's my theory. It's based on zero evidence at all. I have no evidence. It's just, you know, me speculating. It might also just be that, you know, maybe Farmacy doesn't sell well. Why wouldn't it? It's good shit. Everything I've tried from Farmacy I've enjoyed. Anyway, this is the Holiday Party Green Clean Trio. Try and say that 3 times fast. It contains the cleansing balms in different scents. I bought it. I struggled to find this, and like, it was on the Farmacy website and they don't ship internationally, so I couldn't get it. And I was like, I'm not going to get this. This is not going to be available to me this year, and I'm sad. I'm crying, real tears. But Space NK, guys, Space NK. If you don't shop through Space NK and you're an Aussie, you might want to put them on your radar right now, because they have the ability to convert their prices on the website into Australian dollars, so you don't have to and ah about buying in pounds or euros. And also they have free shipping to Australia on all orders over $75. The shipping is not exceptionally fast, but in terms of international shipping, it is very good, and their prices are quite reasonable. Now, I found this Farmacy Beauty set somewhere else. I bet you I've deleted the photo, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. Here we go. Haha, mega, so good. I found it on Cult Beauty first, right? And I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And then I saw the price tag and I was like, I'm not fucking buying that. So it's on the Cult Beauty website for €51.98. And this converts, at this very moment, it converts to $80.56. But at the time, it was more, because I reached out to Kat and I was like, oh, they're available, but they're also this much, and I don't think I want to buy it, because it's just not worth it. It's too expensive. To me, it's a rip-off. And then weeks later, literally weeks and weeks later, I found it on Space NK for $69.50 Australian, which I think is a much better deal. I definitely don't think it's still cheap. I didn't do like, you know, weight to dollar value compared to a full size, but these bring me joy, and I love their mini scented ones. And am I looking a bit orange? It's because I'm wearing black. It's fine, let's leave it. So this one contains a pear, a blueberry, and a tangerine scent, and I purchased it. I found this on the Mecca website, and look, I have thoughts. So this is from Floral Street. It's the mini candle discovery set. It's $36. I'm just going to jump on the Mecca website. So when I found this on the website, it said it was out of stock with 0 reviews. Now, typically I relate this to being something that is coming soon. It's a placeholder on the website, and it's just not available for purchase yet. And it is still listed as out of stock on the website, but with 0 reviews. Usually if something is out of stock because people have purchased it, there are reviews on the website because people do use the review service. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, these are candles. I don't think I've ever seen Floral Street do candles. if you follow this brand closely because it's a fave, or you're just, you know, a fragrance aficionado, because I know some of you are, and I love you guys because you teach me things. Tell me, have they done candles before? I don't know. Basically what's in here is 4 candles. You've got Grapefruit Bloom, Vanilla Bloom, Wonderland Bloom, and Midnight Tulip. They're all 20-gram candles, and I want it. I want it. I want it. And I might even buy it. I might buy it. And just again, I might buy it. Do I need this? No. Am I making really good progress with my actual candle collection? Fuck yes. Like this year I smashed it out of the park. It wouldn't be absolutely ridiculous for me to buy this based on how many candles I currently own. Well, maybe it would, but I still have a lot of candles. But I really like this. However, I'm moving in January to like the other side of the country, and I just like, I'm trying my best not to get carried away, because like I gotta take this shit. I gotta take it all to the other side of the country. So I'm trying to, you know, not do that. But like if I'm in store and I see this and they're just nice little guys and I like the scent of them and they're not going to take up too much space, I'll probably buy it. I probably will, just because I want it. Herbivore. So this pack here is the Skin in the Cloud starter set. Now, this made it onto this list because I actually bought a Herbivore set this year. It was, I think it's mushroom something. I'll find a picture, I'll put it on the screen. Now, it contains the Pink Cloud Cleanser, which is in this set, and the Pink Cloud Moisturizer, but it doesn't contain the Pink Cloud Cloud Jelly Plumping Hydration Serum. When I found this, I was kind of sad. I was like, God damn, I wish I'd seen this. Now, the reason why I ended up with the other pack is because I was on Beautylish and I was trying to buy the new Visart palette, which I can't pronounce the name of. Picture on screen. And I wanted to reach the free shipping cap. And I was thinking to myself, okay, realistically, what is something that I can add to my collection that is not too big? So I'm not trying to buy like, you know, big bottles of anything, and that I actually am low on. And I came to the conclusion that a hyaluronic acid was probably like the best product for me to start looking for. Anyway, I came across a Herbivore Cloud Jelly Plumping Hydration Serum, and I was like, I want to try that. And then I saw that they also had like a cleanser and a moisturizer, and I was like, now I want to try them all. So I was looking further what was available from Herbivore, because I did know that they had some packs available on the website, and I was hoping that they had one that was kind of minis that contained the hyaluronic acid, and they only had the cleanser and the moisturizer. And I was like, look, a mini or deluxe size moisturizer is not too bad, and a cleanser is just fine, because I like all of my cleansers that I own are open and currently in use. So I went with the little mushroom whatever pack, and later on I came across this pack on the Space NK website when I was purchasing the Farmacy cleanser trio, and I was sad because I really wanted to try that hydration serum, and for a moment there I did consider buying it, and I was like, don't do this, don't do this, like just try the other stuff, and if you like it, you know, down the track you can buy more and everything will be fine. You won't hate yourself for buying the same thing essentially twice just to get a mini of a hydration serum, which you can buy in a full size if you really need it. Okay, Hourglass. We have to talk about Hourglass because you guys know how I feel about Hourglass. I love them. The first thing that I saw announced from Hourglass was the cheek or face palettes, which we'll get to in a minute. But I did go on a hunt to see if they had a Confession Ultra Slim lipstick duo or trio for holiday 22. Not because I wanted to buy it. By this point I was like, cannot buy lip products. Like, you're doing your thing with testing them out. It's just, don't buy them, just go window shop. And I couldn't find any. it doesn't look like they're doing them this year, as far as I'm aware anyway. Feel free to point out a correction in the comments if you want to. But I did find this. It's the Phantom Volumizing Glossy Lip Balm Duo. Now, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, new lip formula. Maybe I will buy, maybe I will buy a lip product from Hourglass this year. But the thing that turned me off was the volumizing part. Typically, when brands say a lip product is volumizing, it contains some sort of menthol or like pepper-based ingredient that is supposed to irritate your lips and plump them, and it never works. Just never. Not for me anyway. If it works for you, great. But it doesn't work for me, and I'm not interested. And I did read some reviews, and people weren't overly impressed with the like the menthol feeling. They do use menthol in this one. And they weren't overly impressed with the plumping effect either. The colors are pretty generic. They're nice, but they're generic, and I was just like, I don't need to spend $75 on this. I probably won't enjoy them. Also, I think back to other Hourglass lip products that I've used that contain some sort of menthol ingredient, and I've not enjoyed them. I always love the Hourglass Confession lipsticks, and I like their stylos as well. I don't think they do them anymore. I'm not sure. Maybe they do. But yeah, anything that's got that sort of, you know, plumping effect going on in it, or the menthol, I'm not into it. So this was an easy pass for me. I want to talk about the palettes, but I also want to mention that on the Hourglass website, which you cannot purchase from if you're in Australia, they're not allowed to ship to you. They have a service with these face palettes. Basically, you can mix and match the packaging, and I love that. I think it's such a good idea, because you might be drawn to a specific type of, you know, design on the packaging. They've got tigers. They also have an elephant, which I personally love, and then they have butterflies. But like the colors inside, I hate them. I hate the color. Well, the blushes, I'm just like, bleh, no. So I really like that you can go on the Hourglass website and you can mix and match your shades so you get what you want in the palette. Fantastic idea. You can't do that at Mecca. And that's because obviously they don't have the capabilities to do that. So these palettes are retailing for $120 on the Mecca website. I do have the Space NK palette pictures here, but it's fine. I had a few people asking me if I would buy one of these, and it was a solid no for me. I am not trying to buy face palettes. I definitely, you know, if I could get a custom one, that might be a completely different story. But I don't need these types of products. I already have an excess of them. And also I don't like all of the palettes contain some colors that I don't want in my life at all. This here is from LH Cosmetics, and it is their Advent calendar. This was brought to my attention quite some time ago, but it was after I had filmed all of my Advent calendar videos. Now I had my heart set on the Cult Beauty Advent calendar this year, which I managed to get. Hallelujah. So I was kind of like, I don't want to get two beauty advent calendars. In the past, you know, I would have totally been down with that. And maybe one day in the future, I will also be okay with that. But that's just not where I'm at this part of my life, this season of life. But look, I was tempted. So this contains all full-size products. There's 25 daily surprises, and there was a LH Cosmetics like cosmetic bag that it all comes in. It retailed for $360 I believe, with a value of $884 which is, you know, it's great value. I did go back to look at this again because it actually stayed on my mind, and usually when something, you know, tickles my brain every now and then, even when I'm not looking at it or it's not brought to my attention, usually that is a sign that I'm like, I want that. I want it. So I went back to look for it and it had sold out, and I'm not surprised. I did look, the thing about this was they didn't tell you what was in it, so I was a bit hesitant. I did look through the LH Cosmetics catalog to see, like, you know, what their current products were looking like, and there were all a lot that I liked, and there were also some where I was like, I don't really want that, so, and there's risk that I'll get it, so, you know, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get it, but also I want to know what's in it, and I could probably jump on YouTube and find out at this point. And if not, I'm sure I'll find out throughout December. It's feeling a little bit like the one that got away at the moment. But that's okay, because there'll be next year. Now, I do want to talk about another advent calendar. This one is from Lunar Beauty. This is the 12 days of lunar advent calendar. And I don't want this. I don't want it. I have seen what's in it. But I love the idea. Now, this retails for $50 and it is an advent calendar that contains an eyeshadow palette, but every door that you open, there is a little pan in the door, and then you pop it in your palette, in your magnetic palette. I love the idea. I think it's fantastic. I've thought about it before. Sometimes when I have these ideas, I keep them to myself because I'm like, maybe one day I want to do that. But Manny has done it and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I'll see if I can find an image of what the palette actually... No, I'm not going to do that. If you want to know what the palette looks like, you can go and have a look for yourself. If you want to keep it a surprise because you want to buy this and you like surprises, then you can do that. And I have seen unboxing videos on YouTube, so it's easy for you to find the information if you want it, but I'm not going to spoil it. I think this is a fantastic idea. I love it. Now, for me, the colors, there was too many colors in there that I was like, no ma'am. Also, no more bloody eyeshadow palettes. I'm really looking forward to decluttering my eyeshadow palettes again this year. I want to be brutal, but also I'm scared. That's kind of where my head's at with eyeshadow palettes at the moment. So while I love this idea, it's not for me, unfortunately. Let's talk about Nars. Nars. Today I'm actually wearing this palette. It's the Stargaze. There we go. Stargaze palette. Where are ya? Here it is. I started doing my... I cannot open it. I cannot, like, and I'm deathly afraid that I'm going to break yet another nail. Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. So I will talk about this in a minute, but I bought it and I'm starting to test it out. But it looks like the first thing on my list is actually the Starstruck Audacious Lipstick. Now, I will say this. I don't like their packaging this year. It's boring. That's fine. And I think the packaging on the lipstick is also boring. But my God, this colour. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a colour Ava. I don't know if this is a colour that's usually in their, you know, catalogue of products. Maybe it is. Maybe at some stage I had it. Maybe I still have it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not buying it. I just really think the colour is beautiful. And you guys know I love Nars. I usually buy at least one thing from their holiday collection every year. This year for me it was a palette. And yeah, of course I'm going to talk about it. So the palette I wanted to buy in store. I wanted to go in and swatch it and look at it and all that jazz. But I didn't have time. I was like, this is not happening. When can I find time to go to the shops? No. So I purchased it online. And I will say, I don't think what I'm seeing here in this palette is exactly what I thought it would be based on the images that I saw on the website. It looks a little bit different. And I will also say today I used this shade with this shade and also this shade, but these two shades, I had some issues. I think it might actually be related to the primer that I used, or like the way that I sort of prepared my eyes. So I need to do further testing. I will do a little review on that coming up sometime in November. But yeah, at the moment I'm moving on. Natasha Denona. Guys, save me. Save me. Put me in a straitjacket and save me, because I'm tempted. Okay, this is pretty much everything Natasha Denona has released for the holiday season. Let's go through it. I'm starting with the My Dream Cheek Trio. This is beautiful. This is very beautiful. I do think that the blush, which I think is a blush or cream. I think it's a cream. The blush, I think, is too pink for me. It's got like that dusty rose hint to it, which makes me think you'll be fine, you can wear that, it's beautiful, blah blah, but I don't think it will suit me. Then there's two highlighters in it, which I don't need two highlighters. I don't need a cheek palette. I don't need any of this. But my God, when I see this, I want it. I even like the packaging with like the paint splatters on it. I can't go into a Sephora store, because if I see it, I will fucking buy it. I know I will. I want to talk about the large palette. Here it is. My Dream eyeshadow palette. Oh, I want this too. I really want it. Why does it contain a black eyeshadow? That actually offends me. The swatches. I really like this, but it's stupidly expensive. $106. I don't know if it's limited edition. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So maybe like one day in the future, if it's not limited edition, I might buy it on sale. But also I really should not be buying any more fucking eyeshadow palettes. So there's that. But let's talk about more Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes that I want. I want this baby gold eyeshadow palette. It's so freaking adorable. And the colors are great. I love these colors. I do suspect that the darkest matte, like almost chocolatey brown in there, would be too dark for me. I do think that this palette would potentially be too dark for me. Probably the whole thing, but I like it. I like it. It's $30. I don't think it's a good deal. I'm just going to put it out there. Then there's the mini nude eyeshadow palette. This is limited edition. I'm sure that, yeah, the baby gold palette is also limited edition. This mini nude eyeshadow palette, it comes with a brush, which I hate, but I love the colors. Oh, I really like the look of this. But fuck, I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes. And I could probably dupe this, but also I don't do those sort of things because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered. I just use whatever I like on the day. But look, Natasha Denona this year, she's got some shit that I'm picking up. Not really. Figuratively speaking, I'm picking up what she's putting down, but she's not getting my money. Look, this brand, and I think we'll finish on this brand. This brand has got me like wrapped around their little finger. I am in their clutches. This is Slip. Now, I haven't purchased any of their pillowcases or their, like, you know, they've got the sleeping mask. I'm not into that shit. I don't give a shit. But their hair ties, yes, ma'am. Yep, sure. I'm into it. I love it. So they've got a whole bunch this year. And I think this year, the reason why I'm finding it so difficult to resist these is because last year I wanted to buy one, but they sold out. So they've got the large scrunchie set. And I don't own any of their large scrunchies, but I would like to. This is a 3 set for $50. The thing that's holding me back on this is I'm not really into the colors. They also have this set, which is $63. It is the Pure Silk Scrunchies Super Bloom Mega Set. This is a good deal, but it's out of stock. And I don't know if it's coming back or if it was just as a placeholder on the website or if it's actually sold out. But this contains 5 of their standard slip hair ties and 2 of their larger scrunchies. Again, I don't like the color. I don't like it. They do have this version, which I like better, but I also don't like leopard print, and I don't like leopard print enough to literally not buy the set purely because it contains it. They also have the ornaments back this year. They have it in a pink set, and they have it in like a black and silver and gold set, which I like. These are $32 each. It is a little bit of a saving when you buy them in packs like this, which I like. And listen, I do have enough slip mini scrunchies at the moment. The dog recently grabbed one and chewed it. She loves them. She loves them too. Of course she does. I'm constantly taking them out of her mouth. She has literally jumped up onto my like beauty bench to pull one off. I literally have to put these things away in a drawer so she can't get at them. That dog's going to learn how to open the drawer just to have access to them though. I'm sure of it. But the other day I found one chewed up on the floor, like chewed up. So she loves them too. So there's that. And it made me want to like rage buy. I wasn't in a rage, but I was like, well, it's fine because I can just go and buy another pack. Which I shouldn't do. I have enough and it's fine, but I love these scrunchies, and whenever I see these packs I'm like, hell yes. But so far I have avoided buying any of them. So that is a selection of the things that I want to talk about for the holiday season. I do have more, but now I've been filming for an hour and this video is going to be so long. I'm going to hate myself editing this. So I think I'll come back maybe like next week or early the week after, and I'll do another one. Okay. And I've also been working on an expensive holiday release video. So if you find anything that you're just like, why is this so expensive, then hit me up on Instagram. Send me a screenshot, because if I haven't noticed it, I want to notice it. But I have been scouring the internet for those ridiculously expensive holiday releases. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to use the comment section. Let me know what you've purchased from the holiday beauty collections this year. What is maybe still on your radar, what you're lusting after but you won't be purchasing, and stuff that you are just downright trying to avoid. I always love to see where other people are at with their holiday purchasing habits. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!